Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first episode tuning in with me. My name is Melissa and I am here to help guide you through the world of wine. So if you're someone new to the wine world who maybe just wants to learn a little bit more about wine, you're in the right spot, my friend. I am here to help you. So if this is your first episode tuning in with me, please make sure to check out my other episodes on my channel to just really become immersed in the wine world. Today, we are going to go over 25 interesting wine facts. As you know, many of my episodes are different than this, but today I just kind of wanted to give you something a little bit different. And most importantly, I hope you learn a thing or two today that maybe you didn't already know about wine. So sit back, relax, grab a glass of your favorite wine, and join me on this journey. So as an FYI, my resources for this episode are from Wine Folly. As you guys know, I love Wine Folly. Vincarta, a website that combines wine expertise of 2 WSET diploma graduates with digital expertise of articulate marketing, and Gooseneck Vineyards, an adorable vineyard in Kingstown, Rhode Island. Without further ado, here we go. So number 1, the oldest winery that we know of is an Armenian dated to 4100 BCE, and that's honestly way older than I expected. So fun fact number 2, the Greeks and Romans took their wine very seriously, dedicating gods to their favorite fermented fruit juice. Dionysus was known as the god of grape harvest to the Greeks, while Bacchus was the deity of choice for Roman oeneophiles. Fun fact too, there's actually an incredible wine spot in Mount Dora that's called Bacchus. So go check it out if you're in the Orlando area. It's amazing. Number 3, Thomas Jefferson may be responsible for the California wine boom. After being sent to France, Jefferson brought vine cuttings back to the US. And TJ, that's how you just became my favorite president. Number 4, 2017 saw a drop in global wine production to a level not seen in 60 years, thanks to poor weather conditions. If you don't think global warming is real, pick up a book and learn some things. All right, number 5. There are 3 major types of wine: red, white, and rosé. However, there are different, less popular varieties, including orange and even blue. Gator fans listening to this just got so excited, but go Knights. Number 6, the color of wine is determined by the contact that the grape juice has with the grape skins. This also impacts the level of tannins in the finished product. Fun fact, white wine can actually be made with either white or red grapes. The major difference between white and red wine is that white wines are fermented without the grape skins. Just a fun FYI. Coming at you at number 7, rosé, which finds itself somewhere in between red and white, is most often crafted by allowing the juice limited and controlled contact with dark grape skins. So yes, that gorgeous rosé color is natural and not artificial, which makes rosé all day that much more enjoyable. Number 8, fortified wines like sherry and port are made by adding extra alcohol at different stages of the production process. I don't know about you, 0 complaints about that. All right, number 9, wines from Western Europe and the Middle East are known as Old World, while others are called New World, which encapsulates the Americas, Australia, Africa, and Asia. In one of my episodes, I believe it's the Cabernet Sauvignon one, I talk about how to read a wine label, so check that out. I talk a little about Old and New World labeling differences, specifically on wine bottles. So number 10, the terroir of a wine is a combination of the environmental influences on the grapevine, including soil type and climate. And you honestly just sound like you know things when you say terroir. All right, number 11, white wines occasionally have harmless diamond-like sediment called tartrate crystals that are formed when the wine has been stored in the cold. In the words of Rihanna, shine bright like a diamond, or I guess drink diamonds. Just ignore me, everything's fine. All right, number 12. Wines don't have to be made from a single grape variety. Different juices are fermented separately and then combined in what's known as a blend. And personally, I'm actually a huge fan of blends like Bordeaux, for example, what's in a Bordeaux red blend, you ask? A Bordeaux red blend usually combines 2 or more of the classic Bordeaux varieties: Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, Petit Verdot, Carmenere, and Malbec, produced in the Bordeaux region. Number 13. If you've watched my first episode, aka my champagne episode, you'll know this one already, so go on with your bad self. But sparkling white wine can be made anywhere, but only those grown and bottled in France's Champagne region can call themselves champagnes. Alternatives include Cava, Prosecco, and even sparkling Riesling. All good things, all sparkling things, all amazing things. Number 14, organic, biodynamic, and natural wines are produced by winemakers that avoid intervening with the vineyard ecology, opting not to use herbicides and pesticides. And every country has different regulations for what can be considered for all 3 of these production processes, so not all organic wines are created equal. Number 15, a vintage wine is one made only with grapes harvested in the same year. Non-vintage wines are blends of several years' grapes. Many of the largest names in Champagne produce non-vintage bottles. So something that will make you sound very knowledgeable in the wine world is using the word vintage instead of year. So for example, when you go to the store and ask for your favorite one of a particular year, you'd say something like, do you have the Groth Reserve 2015 vintage? Instead of, do you have the Groth Reserve from the year 2015? And I'm just here trying to make you sound a little bit more wine versed. All right, number 16. There are 11 bottle sizes from 187 milliliter split to the Nebuchadnezzar, which holds the equivalent of 20 standard bottles. I held my first Nebuchadnezzar when I was in Chicago for New Year's 2 years ago, and I'll put up a picture. Here's a picture of how big it is, and you can see it's so heavy. Someone had to help me hold it. You can see their hand in the corner. All right, number 17. There are around 1,300 varieties of grape that are used to produce wine. I honestly didn't know the number was that large, so we're all learning together right now, my friends. All about wine, the best thing to learn. All right, number 18. You will know this next one if you listen to my Cabernet Sauvignon episode, so rock on, you smarty pants. The most widely planted variety in the world is Cabernet Sauvignon, closely followed by Merlot, Irene, which is a Spanish sherry grape. Forgive me for my pronunciation. I suck at pronunciations. Then Tempranillo and Chardonnay. All right, next we're going to cover some facts about key varieties. Master of Wine Andrea Robinson identifies 6 wine grapes that you should know when starting out. Number 19, Pinot Noir, known as the classic grape of red Burgundy. It makes for wines with strong berry flavors. Number 20, Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. The spicy, musky Cabernet Sauvignon is responsible for some of the most famous red wine in the world, while Merlot, its neighbor in Bordeaux, is described as softer and fruitier. Number 21, Syrah or Shiraz. Famous for its rich, sometimes chocolatey flavor, Syrah is Australia's most important wine grape. Number 22, Riesling. A white grape grown in Germany and the French region of Alsace, Riesling is becoming more and more popular for its ability to age and its versatility. Number 23, Sauvignon Blanc. New Zealand's wine industry depends on Sauvignon Blanc, but it is also a favorite of viticulturalists in the Loire Valley and Bordeaux. Its zesty, grassy flavor makes it one of the most popular white wine varieties in the world. Number 24, Chardonnay. Chardonnay is, according to Janice Robinson, grown virtually everywhere wine is produced. As a result, its flavors vary significantly from strong, chalky minerality in Chablis to buttery caramel in warmer climates. It is often oaked in barrels or with wood chips, which has become something of a controversy in the wine world. And my last fact of the day is going to be about my favorite thing in the world, aka champagne. So coming at you at number 25, champagne bottles are made from thicker glass to resist the pressure created by carbonation. And the reason for this is because we're trying to prevent the bottle from exploding during the second fermentation. In the bottle, it needs to be thicker than a Snicker. And now I just want a Snickers. Okay, so I'm gonna go do that. So I'll wrap this up here. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Please, please, please subscribe and share with your friends if you loved it. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Cheers.